Parker McCollum, what up, boy?
How we doing? Big D and Bubba, how we feeling? Good morning.
Good.
Pretty good, man.
Good, man. I'm enjoying. I can tell you something. If you didn't sing, you're a great singer and all that, and great. I get all that artist stuff. But if you ever want to get out of music, you should go into sports commentating. I love watching your Twitter feed on all your take on mainly the Astros. I think, right?
A lot of Astros tweets, a lot of frustration there, but a lot of positive tweets too. Let's make sure we shine light on that too.
Okay.
I try to be fair now. I try to be honest. I try to be fair.
Have they ever reached out to you like, hey man, what gives?
The Astros really haven't. I mean, they ask me to come do stuff at the games all the time, but I'm pretty bad luck in playoff games, so I always respectfully decline because I can't afford to go. And both I went to an ALCS game and a World Series game in I think 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
We got absolutely smoked, obliterated in the first 3 innings of both games.
But Parker, there is something here. If you are truly bad luck in the postseason, why don't you start targeting teams that you want to knock out, and you go and you do like the anthem or something?
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, I would have to predict that if I wanted the team to lose and I went to the game, they would probably win.
Yeah, that's the bad thing.
And I don't know if this bad luck thing is legit, but I can't afford to test it. I can't go to a playoff game and see if it's real with the Astros because I can't risk.
Yeah, stakes are too high.
I get that. It's like the Madden curse, but the McCollum curse.
That's right.
Yeah. But I've gotten in a little trouble with the Texans. They actually came to one of my shows and made me read on video all of my mean tweets over the past 2 years about the football team.
That's great. What a great spot. That's pretty great.
And again, they didn't bring up any of the positive tweets that I'd had over over some of the good games that they had played. So I've been such a super fan of Houston sports my whole life, and I've kind of learned. And, I know a lot of the guys that play on the teams now, on the Texans and the Houstons and the Rockets. So I kind of. I try to dial it back a little bit because I know they're probably going to see them.
Yeah, the friends.
I don't make any.
Yeah, they're friends now, and isn't that weird that you are? Think about Parker in high school. Did you ever think that you would be able to text a player who plays professional sports, especially one you love?
No, it's kind of wild. I mean, I talk with Alex Bregman a little bit, talk with Jimmy Butler a little bit. A couple of my buddies have played for the Texans. My buddy Reed Shepard just got drafted in the first round by the Rockets this year.
Nice.
So I'm sure they see my tweets and they're like, yo, is this real? And I'm just like, this is real, brother. I've loved this team longer than you've played for them. So,
and I will love them when you're gone.
I love them when you're gone. That's right. Parker McCollum's with us. We'll come back. We're going to talk some new music with it. This thing is a jam, by the way, Parker. It's called What Kind of Man. We'll do that on the way with Parker McCollum. Hang on. Parker McCollum joining us. The new song is out. It's called What Kind of Man. What Kind of Man. I saw, I guess it was somebody uploaded on YouTube or something the other day of you doing it in concert. And it is I almost think the feeling, I don't know, there's that energy of the crowd. It's not the best audio and stuff because someone just got their phone or whatever. But I don't know, something comes through on those recordings when you are in concert, and you can tell that you love this song.
I do. I love this song, man. It's so hard for me to write songs that feel fun, that aren't cheesy. I feel like the best songs that I've written are very ballady, heartbreak, terrible, love going terribly wrong songs. And this one, it's a shuffle, and it feels fun, but I don't think it's. It's not cliche or anything. Yeah. So I think it's really honest and it's very super real and authentic. So that's a tough recipe for me to master. And every now and then I'm able to kind of make those two things meet. And so I get excited when it does.
When I hear What Kind of Man, I always think back to the first time we met you and you were telling us how your dad and you talk nearly every day, if not every day. And he's always like, hey, are you doing this? And you're doing that. And he's kind of basically, even though you guys are apart, he was keeping you in check. Like, hey, look, don't forget where you came from. It's our family name out there. Make sure that you respect the name and represent us well.
I mean, it's always top of mind, guys. I mean, I can't be more serious or sincere when I say I think about it all the time. Man, I think about the way that I get out of my truck when I pull up somewhere, the way I walk into a room, when I walk out on stage, if I'm on television, whatever the case is. Even when I walk into his house, I want to, chest out and a great attitude and a positive attitude, and always want him to know that I'm working really, really hard, and that I've got our family's reputation, kind of beaming off of me everywhere I go. And I'm serious. I keep it top of mind, man. And I hope that I'm always representing that well.
I wish more people would do that. I mean, because we do. We're not just representing ourselves when we go out in public. And that's whether you're famous or you work at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. You're still representing your entire family, your upbringing, your raising. And we are a reflection of our parents. And we need to always remember that.
For sure. And this song is a great reflection of Parker McCollum. It's called What Kind of Man? You got it on right now. More with Parker coming up. What Kind of Man? Parker McCollum, and a little swing, a shuffle rather. What is the timing on that? Because we're used to songs with like a bum 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 bum. What is the mathematical thing of a shuffle?
Oh, dude, I have no idea. I mean,
Okay.
I have no musical literacy.
Right.
I have no musical education. I actually dropped out of music theory the second day of my senior year because I was supposed to have early release, and they messed my schedule up.
You said no.
And so that's probably, I could read music really well when I took orchestra as a kid. And then when that was no longer cool and playing football and sports was cool, I started focusing on that. But I was still, always playing guitar and trying to learn how to play guitar, harmonica, write songs, sing. And so I have no idea. But it's kind of my struggle in the studio. I really don't have the correct vocabulary to, explain what I'm hearing in my head and what I'm trying to get something to sound like. Luckily, my new producer, Frank Liddell, really has a kind of a unique way of understanding what I'm trying to get across. But, I actually asked Chat GPT when the last time there was a shuffle on country radio, and it said 32 years.
It's been a while.
I had predicted 10 to 15, so I'm not sure if Chat GPT is correct on that.
Still, it's been a while. It's been a while, and that's why the song.
It's gotta be a while.
It's why the song has that kind of, it almost kind of sounds like to me. This is a real stretch. Kind of reminds me of the what's a happy Merry Christmas from the whole family. What's who sings?
Oh yeah, Robert O'Keefe.
Yeah, Robert O'Keefe. It sounds very. I don't know. It kind of has that feeling. It kind of sounds like a little bit of it. I don't know.
Just sawdust on the floor and let's go.
Any time that something that I write or sing makes somebody think of anything Robert O'Keefe, that's a massive win for me. So I appreciate that.
Huge win. Parker McCollum, the new one is called What Kind of Man? You can check him out online too, Parker McCollum on Instagram. And by the way, also congratulations on the CMA Song of the Year nomination with Burn It Down. The one and only
Thanks,
Parker
guys.
McCollum. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Good sports content that he does.
Who backflips a triple?
Who backflips a triple? You know who. Parker, we love you, man. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
See you, man. All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because it's taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.